Thanks for checking out Symphony on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.
I'm waiting to hear from you about my security. Well, I came to see the president to consult with him, and I had a very good consultation, and the president received me well, and I'm satisfied with the quality of discussion I had with him. Of course, not only in my state, in so many states in Nigeria, security breaches here and there. And of course, Imo is not left out, but we are doing our best. So far, the situation is relatively okay in Imo State than it was. Imo is okay now. People can come around, do their businesses, and the normal life and normal activities have resumed in Imo State. And the security agencies are on top of the situation now. It's not only in Imo State. I didn't limit it to Imo State. I am saying, and I want to say it again, that the cases of insecurity here and there in the country has not been helped by the posturing of opposition parties and some aggrieved politicians. Reason being that at a time like this in Nigeria, anybody watching his onions as a leader should be able to speak out. How many of them are speaking out? How many of them are condemning what is going on? Rather, what you see, leaders fanning the ember of insecurity, blaming only government. We must be tired of this blame thing by now, and then contribute our own quota towards ensuring that national security is not further threatened in the country. So it is not something for politics. It's something that if you are a former Senate president and you are a former speaker or a former deputy Senate president or a former deputy speaker, and things like this are happening in the country, and you are not able to speak out, and we are not seeing you where you are engaged in a town hall meeting, addressing the young men and women in your area on the need for a united Nigeria. And this is a country that have given you opportunity to serve at that level, one time or the other. Then it is either overtly or covertly. You have a question to answer. At this point, we are not dealing with only feelings alone. We must tie feelings to national interests. It's not about sentimental feelings. It's about knowing that this is federal government asset, and you wake up willingly and deliberately go there to destroy it. What we are trying to destroy is the sovereignty of the country, and we shouldn't encourage that. And whatever government has taken as a position, I think there are two things. Either you respect government and not destroy government assets, or you destroy government assets and face the consequences. Those are the two things. So let us not pretend as if all is well. All is not well. Leaders must rise to ensure that they work hand in hand with government to ensure there is security in the country. Have you seen a situation where people wake up and take buses to a school and then load 200 students? You can imagine how many buses that will take 200 students and drive them away to somewhere, and they will be asking for ransom. What type of society is that? This is not the society we used to know about our country. We should all be worried. And not only being worried, to sit down and begin to blame government or blame Mr. President. We should all get involved. In Imo State, as I speak to you, only me cannot restore security. Only me cannot guarantee security. I have to work with traditional rulers. I have to work with opinion leaders. I have to work with the youth leaders to be able to deploy a community kind of security program to be able to resist what is going on today. But you have heard how people will come outside from outside the state in the name of unknown gunmen I don't know when we will begin to know these people. You understand? Unknown gunmen, and they will commit atrocities, and they will now flee. So these are the things. I want to use this opportunity to invite all leaders, religious leaders, political leaders, community leaders, traditional institutions, to join hands. Because the only country we have is this, Nigeria. We don't have another country. And if we are not united, we achieve nothing. We must contribute to our quota, however it is, to ensure Nigeria remains strong, united, a place that we will go about our businesses, equity and justice is guaranteed, and then we have a country.